turn on. Hey kids, welcome to another one of these. Another one? I'm not a time traveler. Hi kids, welcome to a video format that you're going to see a lot of in the next couple of week worth of content. Today technically is July 24th, but today is June 3rd. On June 3rd, Apple hosted WWDC, the Worldwide Developers Conference. They had the Keynote. The conference is a week of events. The Keynote was on June 3rd, and it kicks off the week of events. Isn't that nifty? What did they announce at WWDC, you might ask? I'll tell you. No, nothing's going to show up here. One day, this is a great camera setup. Oh boy, one day am I utilizing this. I am definitely, I promise, but not today. So I'll readjust. Anywho, this one's going to be a little bit longer. It's already a minute, but, so, what did they announce? Well, they announced iOS 13, which just means that the device you're seeing right now, I get to yell at less. The device you're seeing this video the device I'm recording this on, the iPhone 8 Plus, I'm just going to yell at less this coming fall. How come? Well, they announced some pretty cool new features, like dark mode. That took a while, but I'm glad they waited and did it right. It's system-wide, and it looks so good. I'm ready. The camera, there is a new portrait effect, and if it better be, I think I read it, it's supported on this phone. You are getting some really cool pictures out of me when it comes to the music stuff that I've been working on, because it's called high key mono, and it's basically the mono, the like stage light mono, but instead of a black backdrop, it's a white backdrop, which you might think that's a small difference, but photographers know that's a huge difference if done right. That makes it sort of less soul-sucking to look at a picture. Like, screw you, it just looks good. Portrait lighting control, that I believe is only supported on the newest iPhone XS, S Max, and R, and then whatever comes out with iOS 13, which is fine considering if we have money, we will be upgrading to something this year, and this will be a vlogging camera, which would be dope. A new Photos app. The photo app is getting a huge overhaul, which is great because it sucks. Editing, I can now, if I screw up and hit record on a portrait mode video, and I turn the phone and I screw up and forget and I don't notice, I can change that before it comes into editing software, which is really great because Vegas hates me. Anyways, privacy, sign in with Apple, which I am very much going to look into. HomeKit secure, some HomeKit stuff, just privacy, Apple's good at that. They tend to be. I'm, not saying that others aren't, I'm just saying that I don't recall a scandal of Apple saving passwords in plain text. Facebook? I wonder who did that, Facebook. Was that you, Facebook, or did I read that wrong? It just sounds like you. Maps? Apparently Maps is getting better, which is good, because I don't use Google Maps, because why? Oh my god, they are putting so much in. I love this. I love the way they did this. Maps is getting more stuff. Siri.
Absolute zero is the lowest limit of the thermodynamic temperature scale, a state at which the enthalpy and entropy of a cooled ideal gas reach their minimum value, taken as zero.
That's Siri you just heard. I'm surprised by that. That's cool. Siri shortcuts are getting improved, I guess. HomePod, just a bunch of crap I can't use. Things I don't care about, Memoji, great. The swipe text keyboard, that's overdue, Apple. You're not getting credit for it, it's just good to mention that you're doing it. The all-new Reminders app. Oh. Right, they're going to make reminders less cancer. Thank God. Oh, cool, so I can actually, like, use that. Cool. CarPlay is getting updated, which I know that one of the cars in my family has CarPlay, so I should pay attention to that. Interesting. Performance, it's just faster, which means it's faster. Touch ID isn't going to get any faster because it's already kind of ridiculous, so it's Face ID they focused on. Although maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Touch ID is like going to be 3 milliseconds or 300 milliseconds faster or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be 300 milliseconds. That seems bad. That seems wrong. A bunch of game crap. Just stuff that's better. And it's compatible with all the way back to, oh wow, they finally dropped the 5S. Wow. Oh, they dropped the 6. Whoa. I did not know that. That's not bad, I assure you. You can still, if you have an iPhone SE era, like a 6S era product, you're still getting full support. And I think people tend to forget iOS 13 compatibility lists what phones are currently available, but then obviously it comes out with the new ones. And then the iPod Touch 7th Gen. And you might be wondering, what about iPads? There's no iPad support listed on the iOS page. What did they do to iPads? They made iPad OS. I have no interest because I don't currently own an iPad. My mom does, so I will be updating her because she doesn't know how. So I will be doing that for her when that comes around. watchOS 6, which Apple Watch users will be excited about. macOS Catalina, which is ditching iTunes, and that is the flagship of it. I don't know what they're doing with Windows. Hopefully not that, but I think they're probably going to keep Windows up to date, which means there's going to be more. That's funny. There's going to be more iTunes versions on Windows, in theory. Maybe, probably not. No, because we count the original few. Anywho, macOS Catalina adds a bunch of cool features. iOS is the one I care about because, obviously. However, macOS is great, but they just announced the most powerful Mac they'll ever have created, the Mac Pro. It is stupid. You can get up to 28 cores of processing, 1.5 terabytes of RAM, 4 terabytes of storage. Let me just run you through some basic specifications. You get up to a 28-core Intel Xeon W based processor, up to 1.5 terabytes of ECC memory, up to 100 graphics cards from Apple, up to 120, up to dual AMD Radeon Pro Vega 2 Duo MPX modules get you stupid performance. A 1.4 kilowatt power supply, which is server size looking, which makes sense. Expansion, which is something they haven't had in a while. Good I/O. Afterburner will be available, which is sick if you're a ProRes editor. Storage up to 4 terabytes, just their normal layout. Well, it starts at 256, which is stupid because it should start at 1 terabyte and scale. It should not be. There should be no 256 gig option for a pro level desktop. Like, that's them being cheap on the $5,000 model. I/O card is good. They have 2 dual 10 gig NICs or dual 10 gig Ethernet ports. Like, that's silly. That Thunderbolt keyboard, mouse, optional trackpad, audio, wireless support, Bluetooth 5. It's compact. It's a Mac Pro. What'd you expect? And then the Pro Display XDR, which has me creaming my jeans. That was edit that out. I'll replace it with this audio clip, and then just replace this with nothing. Or I'll just the Pro Display XDR. Sorry for the jump cut. That makes me very happy. That's a pretty thing. That's WWDC in 10 minutes or less. That's the name of this video where I don't stare at the camera. It's going to be more than 10 minutes. Bye, everybody!